next segment that we're going to be doing here is going to involve the DNA for people. It's the DNA for people, and the next segment after that is going to be the DNA for business, and the third segment is going to be the DNA for life. So we have a special guest, and her name is Cheryl, and she's all the way from Tanglewood, which is in Maryland, and they build million-dollar conservatories for people that are very wealthy, and there's special places, and Cheryl and her team, and of course everybody at Tanglewood has really embraced this system, and that's from Alan Stein and Nancy Virts, who are the co-founders, to Cheryl, who's running her segment today, and she's going to be sharing the DNA for people and how that ties into the importance of installing systems. So Cheryl, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin, for the wonderful introduction. Hi, my name is Cheryl Nyhoff. I'm the HR coordinator bookkeeper. I forgot to give out my email address earlier. It is tanglewoodbookkeeper@gmail.com. There are 4 different personalities that we all fall into. We have a primary and a secondary. So I'd like to go over each of the different personalities. The first one would be an analytic, which if you were to pick a shape would be a cube. The analytic wants things done properly, lives in the past, doesn't like things out of order, will do after they know or sure, and it's a proven system. They do things slower, they're more task-oriented, and they need help taking actions faster. The next personality would be the driver, and that would be the shape of a pyramid. They don't like things being out of control. They like the long term or the future. Will do things very quickly without knowing. Will take action if they believe it fits into their goals. They're task-oriented, and they need help in giving people more room and slowing down. The next one is the expressive, which if you were to pick a shape would be the wavy line. They like things to be fun. They're in the present. They hate boring things. Will do when they believe it's exciting and fun. They do things faster also. They're people-oriented and will take action if not boring and it feels like fun. The last personality would be the amiable, which if you were to pick the shape would be a ball. They hate conflicts with others. They like the short term. Will do when there is no risk of conflict. They tend to do things slower. They're people-oriented. And when they will take action if it will help people and people will be pleased. So out of those 4 personalities, there is also something called a chameleon. If you don't identify with, or if you do identify with all of them, you would be called a chameleon. And that's because you can take any personality that you need at any given time. This is a very hard person to read and to get to know right off the bat, whereas the other personalities you can grasp it just in the way they say hello to you. When it comes to systems, each of these personalities is needed in order to get a system going correctly. The way I look at it is when you're installing a system, you go to the driver first so that you can get the big picture, that he can tell you the overall goal of the project. Then you would go to the analytic because they can get you the details. Then you would go to the expressive to see how you can make it fun for everyone. And then it would be to the amiable so that they can push and they can help you nurture it along to make sure it gets done and so that everybody works together. Then it's a matter of everybody working together, and it's learning how to read each other, communicate with each other, and it will help you to build your business to be able to know these personalities by knowing how to communicate with each other. What's also involved is knowing what kind of frequency they're on. So if you're dealing with a driver, they like they're at the highest level of a frequency. They want to be hit hard. They want to be treated like a Navy SEAL. The next frequency down would be the expressive. They have a lot of potential. They need strong accountability to get that potential done, and they need to be pushed. The next frequency down would be the analytic. They're not sure what they need. They know they need knowledge, and they need instruction, and they need direction. The next one down is the amiable. They need hope, they need encouragement, they need confidence, they need a hug. So you can tell a lot from a person just in how they say hello and learning how to read people. And it will help your business to learn these personalities to be able to gain more sales, to gain more referrals, and to even make your team members a lot happier. So I'm going to wrap it up with saying that it would help if you took the personalities course from Life Masteries and to learn all the different personalities and the different combinations to help you grow your business.
Cheryl, thank you so much. That was outstanding. For those of you that are looking at the Mastermind Seminars Live website, it's on the left-hand side, right underneath the live broadcast presented by MVP. You're going to see a yellow box that says Full Fourfold. If you click on that, you're going to see the segments that we're looking at today, and it's important that you can see that in a visual format. If you go down to it's the second row, it's the last column, and it's called Box 10. And the very top of it says BOS and DNA for People on the right. And that's where you see the cube, the pyramid, the wavy line, and the ball, and the things that caused them the most frustration, just exactly what Cheryl had talked about. So Cheryl, you did a great job. I really appreciate that. Tell us how you think that the DNA for People, or the being able to master personalities, helps in being able to understand the importance of installing systems.
To me, if you know the personalities of the people that you need help from to create the system, you will be able to get the right people to help you create the exact right system that you need. If you don't know the personalities, that won't do you any good. Because if you go to somebody who's an amiable and wants to just please everybody as your first person you talk to, you don't have a whole lot to go from there. Because in order to create a system, you want to know what your end goal is. So you really need to...
Right, so the end goal is really important, the why of what we're doing in the first place, why we're installing systems, so that goes back to our life vision. So give me an idea of how would an analytic look at the importance of installing systems?
Because the analytic does better with instructions, with a line-by-line how to do things.
Okay. Right, exactly. So you have to kind of take it in a logical format, and they'll want to go a little bit slower and be more task-oriented. But, yeah, it's very important to get things done because they really like the details, don't they?
Yep.
Tell us about the driver. How does the driver see the importance of installing systems?
Actually, I struggle with that myself because I'm least powerful in being a driver. But so I'm learning.
You want me to help?
Yes, I do.
Sure, that's fine, Cheryl. You're doing a great job. So the importance of installing systems, sometimes that kind of slips the driver's mind because they're like, let's just get to the end goal. We're just going to get there as fast as we can get there, and it doesn't matter whether it's plane or train or automobile. It doesn't matter, a boat. I don't care. We're just going to get to our goal fast. Well, the value of installing systems, if you can explain to somebody and make it brief, make it bullet point, and see how it pertains to their goals, to have them winning, to have them being able to do the impossible is going to help them get there sooner. If you can help them get there sooner and have more control over the outcome, they're going to be more excited about listening to you about whatever system that you're installing. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay. So tell us about the Expressive. Why would the Expressive be interested in the value of installing systems? What would we do to help them understand the value of installing systems, somebody who's an Expressive?
I would say that a system would help them be more accountable when because they're lacking in being accountable, and they just need that push. And a system would help them be able to track and be more successful.
Right, and it's important also when you're doing that. And that's absolutely right, because they want to make sure that the thing that causes them the most frustration is what? Things that are boring or not fun. So if you can make the system exciting and fun, then, man, you've got somebody that might be on board with you a lot better because they understand if you can show them, hey, I know you've got a great idea, but let me tell you how the system is going to work and help you actually fulfill it. Maybe we can bring some people on board to help you with that. Would that be of interest to you? And go, yeah, but make it fun and exciting. They love that. So tell us about the Amiable. Tell us about the Amiable and helping them understand the value of installing systems.
Well, the Amiable, I think it would enjoy a system because it would alleviate conflict. Because if everybody's doing the same system, then it shouldn't be any conflict because everybody is on the same page. When everybody is off doing their own thing, the Amiable is like, I don't know what's going on. So it should help them relate to everybody.
Excellent. Great job. Really appreciate you, Cheryl. That was really wonderful. I hope if you're listening, you understand, at least in part, you start to see the importance of installing systems and how it can absolutely change your life. Personalities is key to understand in the first 15 seconds of talking to somebody about how they like to communicate. So you're not going to talk a lot of details with the driver. You're going to talk a lot more fun with the Expressive, and you're going to talk about unity and how things are going to help build a business, build camaraderie, and decrease the conflict with other people. And obviously, the Analytic is going to show you how the control factor works, how the order of the whole system works, and make it all work together. So thank you so much, Cheryl. And again, if you're just joining us live, hey, we're excited. We have a great opportunity. We're starting year 4, and today we have a special fundraiser. We're raising $2,000 for Kids at Risk because, again, everybody on this call isn't getting paid. No one's getting paid to do this. We're doing this. Volunteers and LMI Life Masteries Institute, again, a 501c3 IRS-approved non-for-profit organization, helps kids at risk and single moms. So, again, if you go to the main page, you can pay it forward on mastermindseminars.org, mastermind-seminars.org/live, and on the right-hand side, you're going to see a yellow banner that says Pay It Forward. Okay, so that's where you give, and that's where it updates. You can do it a one-time, or you can do it a monthly. And again, today there's a special matching gift of $1,000. So if you give $10, it's like giving 20. If you give 1,000, it's like giving 2,000. It's pretty exciting. So let's get into our next segment, and that's going to be now that we understand a little bit about the personalities and how they like to be communicated with. The next segment is going to be the 530 grid, or section 4.